And we are on the Mark Hoke Show and very excited to have this man in the house. Of course, we've got AEW Dynamite and Collision coming up here on Wednesday. It's going to be a huge night over at the Pearl Theater at the Palms. There's a lot of great matches on there. You know, get the world champ and, you know, some other people. But this guy, of course, is the main event. He is the AEW National Champion. Ricochet back in the house. Welcome back, sir. Good to have you.
Yes. Good to be back, I should say. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Just a quick drive up the street for you, huh?
Yeah. So I love that we're in Vegas. It's the best.
What makes Vegas so special to you, by the way? I mean, you know, you and Samantha live here. What is so great about Las Vegas? You decided to plant your roots here.
Honestly, I think it's just the vibe. I think it's the access. I think it's the entertainment. I think it's the sights. I think it's the food. I think it's all of it that Vegas has to offer. It's funny because before moving here, I think I had only been to Vegas one time, and that's for a wrestling show where I had like landed the day of. So you land, you go to the hotel, you check in. Then you go to the show to get ready for the show. Then like immediately after the show ends at what? 10:30 maybe. I had a red eye flight out. So I had to go straight to the airport to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I was in Vegas, but I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to see anything. I didn't nothing. So before I moved here, it was like the first time actually experiencing Vegas. And then after moving here, I was like, man, this place is awesome. Like, this place is awesome.
I mean, I talk to my daughter about it all the time. I have a hard time even thinking about leaving. I mean,
yeah,
24/7 town, so much to do. I mean, living anywhere else would just seem boring.
No, yeah. And I think I like the Vegas. I like warm weather. I like hot. I like warm weather areas. And as opposed to like a Florida that's very humid, it can be 120 degrees here in Vegas, and I can still go outside and I can still be in my back porch and I can still enjoy the day. It's hot, but I can still enjoy it. Like in Florida, it could be 82 degrees outside and it's like 85% humidity. So it's like you're just instantly in a pool of your own sweat, and it's a pool of like just humidity. Like, so I would rather have the hot, dry heat. So and then again, the food, the entertainment, the sights. There's so much that Vegas has to offer.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We're happy you're here.
And AEW,
yeah,
on tomorrow.
You bet.
Vegas.
It's gonna be an awesome show, man. I can't wait. It's always a fun time.
Yeah,
with AEW, and we're looking forward to going over to the Palms. So get your tickets, by the way, AEWTix.com.
If you can. I mean, it's slim to none. I mean, we might be sold out, so that's also great to hear. But if you can go on AEWTix.com right now, there might be some available.
Yeah, you might get a resale.
You might, you
might have to pay for it, but it's worth seeing Ricochet wrestle.
Absolutely, premium prices.
There you go. Well, I wanted to talk to you first a little bit about the guys you're working with, the Demand, because we know them very well here, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona.
Yeah, those are the homies.
You know, we saw the talent that they had when they were wrestling here in FSW. Pretty smart to put those two guys around you.
Absolutely. I mean, see, that's also where me and Swerve, where we differentiate, because he had them at his, expense. He had them at his side. He had them to collab with, and he decided for some reason that, and I said, no. See, that's how I know that I'm automatically smarter than Swerve Strickland, because you can't just let these guys go. You can't let them go. These are premium guys. These are sharks in the water, and they will do damage.
Yeah, they are awesome. And you are a lucky man, sir. They have done a lot of damage.
Yes.
Including to your opponent.
Yes.
Coming up here on tomorrow night with the Jungle Man, Jungle Jack Perry.
Jungle Jack.
Man, what is with you guys? You can't get away from each other for a little while here.
Listen. I thought, I thought that I had exposed him when we had our singles match last time for the title when I won. I thought I had already taught him a lesson. but he for some reason seems to think because he's pinned me twice that he has for some reason uh, a shot, an opportunity. He has a reason to come after my title. Yeah, listen, I get you pinned me twice. It was luck. It's never going to happen again, especially not this Wednesday, especially not for this. But again, try your hardest. That's all I can say. Try your hardest. Good, good. Yeah, bring it on.
It was a fluke both times. Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying. He's like that squirrel from Ice Age. You know, the squirrel that just keeps surviving every single movie. He's still there. Somehow he keeps surviving every single movie. That's like Jack. He's like that annoying little squirrel that just keeps coming back for more. And we just gotta make sure we put him down this time.
Well, don't smash his nuts unless you absolutely have to, sir. All right. Please. It's a kid. It is a family show.
That's true.
Well, of course, you are the national champion and just recently won that title. What did that mean to you to get this singles title in AEW that you were pushing pretty hard for, and now it finally happened? And that belt is sweet, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think we had the casino battle royale, the casino gauntlet, as I should say, and we had a lot of guys in there that was trying to go after this title. The Bobby Lashley's, the Shelton Benjamins, Kevin Knight himself. We had a lot of guys in that match that were trying to go after this title. A lot of heavy hitters, and I said that title is mine. I'm coming for that title. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that title is around my waist or over my shoulder at the end of this match. And when you have the vision that I have, and you have the foresight that I have, some people say it's even supernatural. And nice. So I had already seen the visions in my mind, and I knew that I was already going to walk out champion. And with the two sharks at my side that was going to help me, tread these waters, there's no way I wasn't going to walk out with it.
Yeah, and you nearly won that Dynamite Diamond ring, too. That was awfully close.
I know. Bandito got lucky.
Yeah.
Bandito got really lucky. And then that's all I can really say about that. I kind of got screwed out of my title. I should have I had that one. But we don't harp on the past. We only look for the future. And the future has Jack Perry's name written on it, and that name is actually the name on the hospital bed that he's going to have after my match.
Nice. Well, Jack better be ready. Let me ask you one question about Bandito, though. How strong is he? You have been in the ring with so many different people. I mean, where would you put him in terms of a level of strength that man has?
Who is this?
Bandito.
Bandito. Come on, listen.
Have you forgotten?
Who? Listen, my partner is Toa Leona, the strongest man in AEW right now. And then on the other side of me, I have Bishop Khan. Guys, Quadzilla over here. His quads are bigger than Jack Perry's waist is. Just one leg, you know what I'm saying? So if we're talking strength, I'm taking Toa and Khan any day. Bandito, yeah, I guess he's strong for his size. But I mean, I'm stronger than Bandito.
Really?
For sure.
Man, I want Tony to set up a segment. I want to see you guys
I'm
bench it
stronger
out,
than
man.
Bandito. I could outlift Bandito easily.
Oh man, I'm sending that clip to Tony right away. I think that would be something for maybe Collision. You guys could do a little segment on weightlifting there.
I mean, if he wants that smoke, or if he wants this title, I'm more than happy.
Fair enough.
Bandito is one guy. Like, listen, I don't just be giving title shots out willy-nilly. This isn't an open shot. This ain't not everybody going to get no title shot. But Bandito is one that I will smack in the face for this title for sure.
Fair enough. Well, one guy that just showed up by way of Tommaso Ciampa, who became within 6 days of signing his contract, the TNT champion. And I know you guys have some history. And I have to ask about this because he said this comment about having a hair versus hair match, but it's a reverse.
Yeah.
It should be called a bald versus bald match. Both you
Yeah.
guys can keep yourselves follically challenged. I'm sure you could probably grow some hair out, but the loser would have to grow their hair out. Would you do that? And how successful would the hair growth be if it would have to happen?
I mean, I feel like I could rock a pretty mean skullet, but it wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't be me growing my hair out. That's for
Right,
sure. I'd
right.
still be, bald as the day is old. But I mean, I wonder what Tommaso would look like with some hair. I guess you know what I'm saying. We've had history in the past. He and we've been in matches before, all over, and I don't think we've ever actually had a singles one-on-one. So that would actually definitely be something that I think would people would want to see. I think so. But again, maybe he can get the Carlos Boozer where he like painted his hair on that one time.
Yeah, that'll work. And so no title versus title, but hair versus hair.
Listen,
Would
I
you do it?
mean, he just recently became, and I've never actually went after the TNT titles before. So I think maybe if I went after the TNT title, I think maybe that would have been something that was around my shoulder as well. So who knows?
Yeah, that would be a fun match. And but with Tommaso coming over, it kind of brings to mind there has been so many new wrestlers that have come over to AEW in just this month. I mean, the list is
Yeah.
long. And you had wrestled elsewhere, and it's very well documented that you weren't too happy, and you came to AEW and
Yeah.
renewed your love of the game with it. What is going on with everybody coming to AEW, and who stands out to you, if anybody?
I think AEW is showing that not only can they tell cohesive and like time awarding stories of people who've taken the time to watch the stories to have a payoff to, what I'm saying. I think AEW's shown that they can, and not only can they do that, but they're willing to cooperate and work with talent and work with how talent sees progression. And I think they're willing to work, but also I think they're showing that we're given the freedoms to try different things, to do things. And again, I think the collaborative process of office and talent, I think, is just kind of showing through. And I think it's especially to the workers, the wrestlers out there. I think that's very important. And I think the people who want to go out there and give it their all and kill it, and make our art our way. And here, AEW is just giving the talent and the wrestlers the freedoms to try their ideas and try something that may work, may not work. But yeah, and I think the audience has seen that and organically is now growing over a set time.
Well, and it was interesting to me too, because I saw a tweet that somebody had put a picture up of you wrestling AJ Styles somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you had responded by saying, "That's not me. That's a watered down, different universe version of me, two completely different people."
Yeah.
I mean, that is a statement. Where did that come from?
I mean, I don't think it's any different than Marvel having different universes and different Iron Mans, different Captain Americas, different Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that Ricochet on the Ricochet that I am now is the same Ricochet that I was on the independent scene and in Japan, and doing the things that got me popular to where I am today. And then I think again, being even in like when I got hired at NXT, that was, you know, we were doing specific things. But then I think there was like an image that got posted. It was like me and Johnny and Tommaso and Alistair, and it was all four of us, and it was like coming to Raw, and it was like showing the four of our photos saying that we're coming to Raw, and what should like be like the biggest promotion in our, especially at that time, that was 6 years ago, 5 years, 6 years ago. So especially at that time, what should have been like the biggest promotion in our industry turned out, I think, for again, specifically Ricochet's story. I think that time was kind of like being, you've seen Marvel, you've seen the Marvel movies.
Oh yes.
Thanos
I'm a comic guy.
snaps, and there was a 5-year blip of people that were just gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally think like that's how I put like Ricochet's wrestling career, is like that 5 years that, it was like being blipped away into a different universe. And it just wasn't what I was doing. It wasn't me. And, coming back to AEW and finding that love, it's like when Tony Stark, finally defeated Thanos and all the people came back. And that's kind of how I feel like Ricochet finally came back to what he was doing. And I feel like that 5 years was just kind of blipped away, and kind of honestly, I already know how this is going to sound, and I already know how people are going to take this. But I think that the day that, we got called to Raw was like the worst thing that happened to Ricochet's wrestling career.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Despite, I met my wife there, I made friends, made memories. They had a crazy platform to put me, all the positive stuff. But I think specifically for Ricochet's wrestling career, like that's where it took, it got blipped, and it like, because, what I was doing and the trajectory that I was on compared to the trajectory that I got for those 5 years, and then how it completely changed the public's image of Ricochet and who Ricochet was, I really do think that 5 years was like, it just, again, whatever you want to say for the fame and the celebrity and all that side of it, I'm talking specifically the wrestling side of it, that 5 years really tarnished Ricochet's wrestling legacy.
Wow. Well, we're glad to have you back.
No, yeah, and coming back here really, like, it helped me find that love, it helped me find that passion, it helped me find that feeling that I used to get when I walked out there. It wasn't just walking through the curtain and being like, oh my, here we go again, like walking through the curtain, like literally like a job, like you go to your job and you sit at the desk and you're like, oh my gosh, like that's kind of the mindset that I was in for years. And then honestly, even when I left coming to AEW, like getting out of that mindset was a struggle. But luckily all the guys in the back were all good and stuff, except for now I got to see freaking Jack Perry's face.
Ugh.
I got to see freaking Swerve in the back. On the days when he's actually here, I got to see freaking Ospreay's ugly face walking around. It's horrible.
Well, you know what? It's better than what it was. So
It's better. You're right.
I think you'll make it.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Real quick, because I know we got to wrap up. How was the marriage ceremony? You didn't invite me, and I'm kind of heartbroken about that because I live here. But how'd it go, man?
Man, it was the wedding was honestly, I know everyone always says this, whatever, other than like your child being born. Those are the 2 days, but like it was like the best day of my life. And it went off so well, and things were, honestly, it was so smooth, and the memories that I can just always will remember from that night, whether it was filmed or not, like will stick with me. And again, it was everything that you wanted. It had all my friends, all my family there, like, or at least like the people that, everybody that I looked at, no matter what, was like, you had good memories, good feelings. No one was awkward. So it was the best. It was here in Vegas. It was awesome.
Well, hopefully you're going to have some good feelings and good memories after tomorrow when you take on Jack Perry.
Without a doubt.
At AEW Dynamite at the Palms Theater or the Pearl Theater at the Palms, excuse me. And you're going to love wrestling in there, by the way. It is a terrific wrestling venue.
Yeah. I'm excited. I've seen photos on Twitter and online of like the arena. So I'm excited to see what it looks like set up.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And if there's still a ticket left,
Yeah.
AEWtix.com. Otherwise, you're going to be standing out there begging me for tickets while I'm greeting everybody or calling up Ricochet and see if he can get you in the house. My friend, it is great to have you back again. Congratulations on the national championship and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's going to be fun. See you there.
All right.